Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I am back with another review, and guys, I am doing a review for Shaka Ilembe episode 4. I didn't know, guys, that jealous started from way back, guys. We see Nomashanjana having the most jealous. As we talk about Nomashanjana, we all know that he is the son or the prince of the Ndwandwes. We all know that on the last episode, which was episode 3, we know that he's the one who ended up being given Uketiwe. Ketiwe is the girl that came from the Koza clans. I think she's the one that they because of the meeting that they had to give it to the Ndwandwes. So yes, guys, he got married, but we all know that his younger brother was also interested on the girl. I mean, the love was like almost like love at first sight. But here we see him just being jealous and following her around, forcing her to say that, you know what, let's go to bed. And why are you laughing with why are you watching these guys and just laughing off? And she was like, Ketiwa was like, you know what, they're just funny. I mean, I'm just being innocent. Nothing is going on. And he was like bossing her around. And we see the abuse to the highest degree also on this episode. And it was said for the younger brother to fail to defend Ketiwe on this episode, obviously. And that was almost like it from the Ndwandwe. And obviously, we all also saw Unoma Shanjana causing almost a war between Abatetwa and then Randways, as he when they were sent to go to just to disrupt people that were sent to go to give Shaka some presents. Obviously they were told by the Ndwandwe king to say that just go and disrupt them. But that's not what Noma Shanjana did. He went there with wanting to fight, and he ended up killing one of the guy that obviously was coming from the royal. And obviously the Mtetwa didn't like it because the Mtetwa, we all know that that king, he's the one who's almost like the bigger king, or rather the King Dingiswayo, who was almost like leading the entire nation, or the king of kings, in other words, maybe just to put it bluntly, he was just the king of kings. So he didn't like it, the fact that his presence that he wanted to give to Shaka, whom is also his friend, he didn't like the fact that, you know what, this guy just went and took away my presence, and no one should be able to do that because I'm the king of kings. So yes, then Rwandans on this episode, they had a battle that they had to just sort of come up with a way because they all knew that their army is pretty weak, and here they are dealing with the king of kings. So they had to make a deal of giving away their one of their daughters to the king that other side, to say that, you know what, calm down, Dingeswayo, just calm down, take our daughter. They had to persuade him. Obviously, they send the guy that is called Umelusi to say that, you know what, just soften the talks, and get the king to be able to talk to the queen mother, and be able to persuade them, obviously, to allow them to uh, to 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 stop the war, to make sure that the war doesn't continue, and that's what pretty much what has happened. Obviously, on episode 5, we'll get to see what will happen. As I will do another review just to split them up. I have definitely watched the 2 episode, so I will do the both reviews. So when it comes to the side of Shaka, Shaka was told obviously by Dingiswayo that the Ndwandwes are really getting on his nerves, and he was aware of what they did. So Shaka was like, you know what, let me get ready for war. I'm just newly elected as a king, and let me get my army in order. Let me get to organize the spears and everything, and just to get ready for war. That was what Shaka was busy with on this episode, to be honest. And also, he was also obviously uh, telling the rules to his kingdom, especially for the guys that are Ibuto, which is the army, to say what they have to do. He have built some houses for them, or some hut for them, because that's the houses that they used to use way back. So he got all of them be built huts, so that they can obviously be people that are gonna be at war, and also being trained. So he did that, and he also put an order to say that no one should get married. I mean, this one was really like something that was really absurd. Like, I was asking myself, why do that? But his reasoning was like, you know what, we are at war. We cannot have men that are weak. As we all know, I'm not Zulu, but I hear that he always used the word indengendenge, which sort of means weak. So he didn't really like that. A man who's weak, he really didn't like that. So obviously, also what has happened on this episode, we're also seeing the queen mother being content, and also with all the other elders being content that Shaka doesn't want to get married. He doesn't want any wife. All he cares about is to build an empire. So the elders were very worried, and then they set him up with another girl to say that, you know what, just go to his hut, say that you are sent by me as the queen mother. So she went there, and Shaka just had a conversation with her. They have a drink with her. Nothing really that says that Shaka is sort of wanting to be interested in her. But at the end, I think he was starting to really loosen up to say that, you know what, you are actually uhlakaniphile, which means that you are very smart, which he really admire about the girl that they have sent towards him, to his heart. And obviously, yeah, also herself, she thought that maybe he's gonna be just a person who's gonna be taking advantage of her, as she was given orders that she must give him anything that he wants. But surprisingly, he showed her that there is humanity in him. He's not gonna take any advantage, which I really, really like, because as we saw with all these other chiefs, we see that the only thing that they care about is to take advantage. As we also saw Unoma Tlazana, as I already said it, that he got married to Ketiwe, and Ketiwe was really not impressed with him. She only wanted the younger brother. That's on the Nwandwe side. So women, it seems like they were very being discriminated. Like they really didn't take the rights of women seriously, to be honest, which was really showing that way back, obviously, in all tribes across the world. I think they were not really taking women's rights seriously, or really giving them the ability to make their own choices. So yes, guys, that is pretty much what has happened on the Shaka side, which showed the narrative that he was starting to become a really good king. And we also saw him sending his younger brother, which is called Ngwadi, to go to learn with another elder, whom was sent to go and become a spy to another tribe. And that's when we'll go to episode 5. Obviously, I will talk about it as what will happen. So yes, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't know if I've left out anything that was really that really amazed me, but it shows Unandi, obviously, as one of the main characters, we see her just being concerned about him not wanting to take another wife. And Shaka, obviously, one thing that I also missed is that he was very, very angry for the fact that the elders want him to get another wife, to say that Unandi, as the queen mother, she will want him to get children and grandchildren and have an empire, for the future kings and all that. And he was very angry. He said that, what, for me to do all these things that I've done for her, it's not enough. What is it that is gonna be enough? Which shows that as parents, obviously, sometimes they shouldn't really get involved on two children's decision. Which I really concur with him that obviously. Parents must just stay away from children's life. If you didn't want to get married, so be it. I mean, whether you are a king or you are not a king, parents must just stay away. If you decide that you want to live, maybe you want to play for another team or whatever that it is that you want to do in your life, parents must just their role must just be to support, because obviously if you keep forcing, it will end up not being something that is genuine. And once it doesn't become genuine, even that marriage won't even last. So it's good thing that Shaka took a stand to say that I will do it my own way. I don't want to be pushed to things that I don't want. So yes, guys, as Shaka is getting prepared for war, the king of Dingiswayo, or Abatetwa, he's also saying that he's getting prepared for war. But that king obviously is getting old, guys. And we could already see by the way that he walks that he's really getting old. And all he cared about was just to take a deal. I mean, he allowed the Ndwandwes to come and bring also the daughter to say that they must get married to him. He ended up agreeing, obviously, and all he wants is just to be in bed. He doesn't care about the rest of the stuff. King Dingiswaya, I can say that from episode 1 and 2, he was very, very strong and firm. I mean, I meant to also say that in season 1, that he was really, really firm. And you can tell that he's gonna be a king. And even when he started being a king, he was really, really ruthless to other people that betrayed him, to things like that. Even when he was helping Shaka to reclaim his kingdom, he was very ruthless when it comes to such things. But now we see the Ndwandwes just do whatever that they want. First thing first, they took his son, and his son is working as a spy in his own kingdom. He can't even see that. And also now they even brought the daughter. I mean, it's just collapsing for Dingiswayo. And I wonder what will happen next, because I don't really know much about the kingdom of Abatetwa. What will happen, whether they will manage to get rid of him, whether who will take over the kingdom. So I can't wait to see what will happen in terms of that. But as for setting up, even Shaka, obviously on episode 5, I will talk about it, that is not gonna be pleased with the fact that the Dingiswayo is becoming weaker and weaker every time. So that's it for episode 4, guys. I will meet on the next one. Cheers.